It's December, which in my world means that it's the gearing up to the Christmas spirit or the holiday spirit or anything that you guys want to celebrate at this time of year. It also means time to change the display behind me.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
And not only that, it also means it's time to start listening to some more of those holiday classics. And in my case, that means Trans-Siberian Orchestra. And they released a new album this year. Let's dive in.
Time and distance, days before me, look at beauty, happy duties.
Hello, I'm Notes, and Trans-Siberian Orchestra, that heavy rock Christmas carol band. They got their start in the late 90s, early 2000s, when they put more of a rock spin on a lot of those Christmas classics. Because a lot of those Christmas classics were in the public domain, a lot of people had done this before, but they were the first ones to really get a lot of attention, especially with the viral video that I saw back in high school with Wizards in Winter. So their first two albums were strictly Christmas. Then they put out their, at least in my mind, their masterpiece, which was Beethoven's Last Night. The first album that deviated away from all those Christmas carols and all those Christmas musics. And then the follow-up to that is arguably their best work to date in terms of presenting us with music, which is The Lost Christmas Eve. And so after that, the band has kind of waxed and waned in terms of where they want to go. They released an album in about 2009, The Night Castle. The general public didn't quite know how to grasp onto this post-Christmas band of theirs. They still tried to incorporate that classical movement. I enjoyed it, but again, it was really hard mix because people kind of really put them into that Christmas box, and now the band has tried to get away from that. And so with Letters of the Labyrinth, we see a continuation of where the band has gone from The Night Castle. It's still that classical type of sound with more of that heavy rock, very electric guitars, almost like the hair metal bands from the 80s, that kind of style where it's just that fun rock. And if you're into that kind of music, it's an okay album. Personally, the album is a really big letdown. There's not a whole lot going on here. Unlike the past albums that deviated from the Christmas stories, this album tried its hand at creating much more original music, or at least, again, trying to separate themselves from the classical pieces that now more people are putting themselves into. When they do put on more of that classical homage to those other songs, they're putting much more of their own personal spin to it, and it takes a couple of listens to realize what song it is that they're kind of playing. Now sometimes it's really easy to pick up on what song they're playing, the one example being the Mountain Labyrinth. That song is definitely A Night on Bald Mountain, just kind of presented in a different light, presented in a different way. I do like how the band is still able to kind of capture the original emotions and the original feelings that the composers wanted to get out of it. So Night on Bald Mountain was really trying to get that uneasy feeling that there's something always around the corner, a lot of those deep dark shadows. And within Mountain Labyrinth, it's still able to bring about that in a different context, in a different way. So I felt like they did that very well. I also really enjoyed the second song on this album, Madness of Men. I feel like they crafted this song very, very well in that they present you with a stream of music and they're reprising other themes. They're building up a section to revise it very well. And so I thought the presentation of this song was really well done, and it's a very good listen. The other really great song is Lullaby Night, the last song, or arguably the last song on the album, where it closes it very, very well. It's a very soft song and it's very melodic. I like the use of the synthesizers and the strings in this song. I thought the combination of the two were very well done. My only drawback is after the song is over, there's no real lasting impression. There's nothing really there to grab onto other than remembering, oh yeah, I had a good time listening to it. And really, that's kind of the overall feeling of the album. The main struggle for me with this album is the presentation of it. There's a lot of instrumentals and there's not too many lyrical pieces to string the concept of this album together. And I thought this was kind of that same problem that the Night Castle had, where that concept didn't quite know where it wanted to go. With Letters from the Labyrinth, I feel like that's almost the same thing here, and I'm not quite sure if that was the point. Being in a labyrinth, you're getting lost all the time, you're never quite sure where you are, and so it's kind of those letters that are from that. I don't want a concept to overshadow my enjoyment of an album. And with a lot of those instrumentals, it's not the best that I've heard from the band. So wrapping it all up, this album was definitely a little bit of a letdown, especially knowing what Trans-Siberian Orchestra is capable of. I would honestly have to say skip it if you were thinking about listening to it. Give it a go, it might still be your jam, but in my mind, just skip it. There's other great stuff to listen to from this band, especially around this time of year. Listen to those 3 albums that they put out all around Christmas. Those are great albums and it's just a fun time overall. And that's really about it. Have you guys heard of Letters from the Labyrinth? If you have, let me know what you thought. Comment below. Did you like it? Did you hate it? If you liked it, let me know what you liked about it. I always love hearing differing opinions about albums, so let me know, comment below. Thank you guys so much for watching. We are in December, which means it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm definitely looking forward to this month, and that's about it. Notes out.